The next day, when I went out to eat breakfast, Hagana came out holding her terminal. It was annoying listening to Lisa's scolding, so I finished breakfast quickly before focusing on the screen. Hagana may or may not have thought my actions were a brilliant idea, but she was about to get scolded by Lisa too, so she put her terminal away. Now, instead of staring at her terminal, she was eating her bread with bigger bites than usual. But even so, Hagana wasn't stuffing her cheeks like Chris, and in the end she finished in about the same time as usual. At that point, I started trading. Today, Hagana wasn't watching next to me, but kept fiddling with her terminal at the same table. I'd copied the data from Investment Contest's official page, so she was using that as a basis for her thought experiments. Lisa didn't have her part-time job today, so after she was done with the housework, she made coffee for me, cocoa for Hagana, and started reading on the sofa. Today, it was a book about a theologist who was nicknamed Dr. Angelicus. I actually don't know if that's a legitimate thing. Sorry. After that, the trading today continued much like yesterday. Often, stock that yielded profits once would continue to yield profits. The only real difference from yesterday was that I put a bit more capital in. That sketchy stock was hanging around 272 bulls today. It was headed a bit upwards, but the short sales were piling up further. In the morning market, I managed to pull in 90,000 bulls of profit on all the stocks I profited on yesterday. That left me with a net gain of 210,000 bulls. It wasn't bad, but hopelessly insufficient. The instant the morning session ended, I was foul-mouthed. Shit. Sitting diagonally across the table, Hagana looked up. It's fucking shit. You lost? No, I didn't. If you won, why are you angry? It's not enough. That's a problem. Hagana nodded seriously. I got annoyed and asked, well, how are you doing? I'm studying. What? Necessary things. At that, I wrinkled my nose. What's necessary? Looking at the internet, there are theoretical models for stock prediction. What? Right now I'm analyzing and learning things I don't know. The theory is also fascinating. Wait, you can download these things off the net? You can. I couldn't bring myself to believe that and was stunned. Why would something like that be... Why would something that would make money be on the net? If it could really predict the price of stocks, then everyone would be profiting. What idiot put it there? Wait, show me. I told Hagana as I leaned across the table. Hagana's brows narrowed, but she turned the terminal around. What's this? An academic paper taken from the author's name. It's called the Reach Model. Let's assume that a stock price moves essentially randomly on short time scales and follows a normal distribution. However, because today's stock price is influenced by yesterday's price changes, you can use that as conditions for the conditional probabilities to derive today's price. Then, integrating the log normal distribution over a fixed interval, you can obtain the expected value of the fluctuation for a given interval. Stop. What? I get that I have absolutely no idea what you're doing. Hagana's brows furrowed. She looked at me, then back at the terminal and tilted her head. Also, I looked up what you talked about yesterday. What? I was just about to start shivering over how she really was a genius and barely put words together. Charts. Using those things this way is much simpler to calculate. On one hand, saying how the calculations were simple, while on the other using the word chart with so little confidence, the gap was enough to make me laugh. Oh, the talk about the Golden Cross. Golden Cross. When the moving average starts turning upwards, the daily price movements are starting to cross the moving average line. I wound up sounding like a know-it-all again, but Hagana looked totally confused. With a small cough, I continued. To be honest, it's a pattern that's often used in chart analysis. I don't really know the words, but the idea is super simple. Yeah, because chart analysis is easy to understand. I don't really hate it, but I've got a feeling that it's not that useful. You just have to put statistics out and derive the probabilities. If the probabilities are in your favor, all you have to do is trade a bunch and it'll come to the expected value. Well, that's true. You can do that? Yes, anyone who can do arithmetic can. Arithmetic. Now it's my turn to ask questions. Add, subtract, multiply, divide. Hagana's eyes narrowed as she looked at me. It was bad enough that I wondered if she thought I was an idiot. Adding and multiplying. No one calls that arithmetic, I thought to myself. But, well, if I knew which had a better probability of working, then that'd be a help, I guess. Yes. So, which ones look good? When I asked, Hagana's gaze fell on the terminal. I was surprised because I thought she had already finished the calculations. However, Hagana didn't move. Just as I started to form questions, Hagana finally lifted her eyes from the terminal and looked at me. To answer that, there's a problem. Oh? It was something I realized when I was thinking of a different model. What is it? Hagana looked down and mumbled. I can't program. What? When I asked again, Hagana lifted her face and glared at me as she spoke. I can't program. Even if I know how to calculate, doing it all by hand is stupid, and there are things that you just can't realistically calculate by hand. Ah. That's true. But that was a blind spot in the plan. Even though Hagana had amazing math abilities, it didn't necessarily mean she could apply it. School problems you can do on paper. But even in the investment contest stock trades, there were thousands of stocks and each had a ton of information. As I was clutching my head, suddenly a voice came from the sofa. Someone said program? What? When I turned around, it was Lisa. Well, yes, I did. I don't really know much, but programming, I know someone who's good at that, so I'll introduce you. Really? Come to think, Lisa did graduate from the Lunar City University. Someone like that must have connections to geniuses that I couldn't even imagine. Yes, I think that person would help you. I've been wondering if there were any way I could if I could help you too, so I'm gonna make sure you get helped. Lisa gave a wry smile and my face soured a bit too. I'm not doing this all because of you. Really? Suddenly sitting across from me, Hagana spoke. Hagana turned around glaring at me. You're not doing this for Lisa? What do you mean? Why are you the one to get angry? That's not what I meant. Then what did you mean? While I shrank back from Hagana, who still looked on the verge of flinging her terminal at me, Lisa stood up and stretched a bit. Hagana, Hal's being considerate of me. Right? It was embarrassing her Lisa's wry smile, so I turned my face away. If you're laughing, don't say it, I thought. So, introductions would be better off sooner than later, right? Well, then I'll go talk to that person. Evening's best, right? Yeah, anything after 5. Okay, got it. I'll go make dinner then. With that, Lisa went to the bathroom and then stood in the kitchen. I shook my head and looked back at the computer, while Hagana sat in front of her terminal and tilted her head. The afternoon session was a steady advance. Swinging 2 million rules around, each time earning 2% profits with a total of 16 wins and 2 losses. In total, 26% up. The only point of regret was that if I had cut losses faster, I would have had better performance. Even then, it had been a while since I'd seen these kinds of numbers. Up 520,000 rules. Adding to the 120,000 yesterday, that was 640,000. With that, earning 10% on 2 million would have yielded 200,000. With 2.7 million, 10% would be 270,000, meaning I could earn an extra 70,000 rubles. Just like that, through the power of compounding interest, money grows. I wish it could go on like this in the real world, but I knew it was probably impossible. In the imaginary world, a few tens of thousands of participants were each given an imaginary 10 million rubles, and were forced to trade with all their might in 40 days. What I learned while trading was that everyone was trading hurriedly. Because of that, the stock movements grew big, and ultimately, if you could just ride the wave well, you'd make a ton. In the real world, everyone was a lot more cautious, so it wouldn't be like this often. When She gazed at the computer screen with an impossibly smug look. Hagana returned to the living room, apparently having gone back to her room to think. Time to head out. What? We talked about it this morning. Oh, meeting someone. I yawned and rolled my head to the sides, making popping noises. Hagana saw that and looked surprised. Where's Lisa? She went out. Sometimes the neighbors ask for her. Oh, what does she do? Sermons. Huh? Lisa's a Christian. There's a number of people in this town like that. Really now? I thought that all the people who came from Earth to the moon were scientific and realistic types. People who wanted to gather so much money they wouldn't fear God, or those who came from the hell of knowing that there was no God. And you can't wait till she comes back? Why? She told me the person's name and location. Oh, I see. Then have a nice trip. As I copied Lisa's way of speaking, I returned to the computer screen. Thud. Right after I did that, Hagana's hand struck the table. Why am I the only one going? Me too? Of course, are you stupid? She finally said it. It was a pain to get worked up, so with a sigh of resignation, I got up and gave a big stretch. Also, Lisa said that Hal was familiar with the area. You can't even go on an errand alone. Did you say something? Nothing. Hagana had been speaking while looking at a map on her terminal, but now she glared at me. Whether she heard me or not, she had a mean look in her eyes, so I was scared. So, where is it? I'm not all that familiar with the area either. The 5th outer section, 7th block, number 6, building 3, 4th floor. I have no idea if you just recite the address. Business name, Big Bull Cafe. What? When I looked at Hagana, she looked up from the terminal and spoke. Emmanuel Serrault. Serrault? I had heard the name of the place before. It was the shopkeeper who was the perfect example of a lunar outcast. That guy? Is he going to introduce us to someone else? I don't know. I was told to meet with him. You know the place? I know it. I see. Hagana nodded and put the terminal in her bag. I also began to put away my laptop, but a number of question marks floated in my head. Is a guy like that really going to be of use? Hagana and I left the church together. As always, it was a dirty building. Still, this area was a lot better than the one where Lisa had her church, so Hagana had nothing to fear. There were a lot more beat-up and dreary buildings near Lisa's. Hagana and I walked into a concrete building covered with cracks and went up the stairs. The walls were covered with an array of sheets of paper. They were all about part-time jobs and loan offers. Lisa had apparently made arrangements beforehand, and Serrault wasn't a stranger, so there was no reason to be nervous. As we entered through the automatic doors, we found Serrault at the counter right by the side, fiddling with the game machine, his long legs up on the counter. Yo. When he noticed me, he took his feet off the table, and when he saw Hagana coming after me, his eyes widened. Well, looks like you found a nice girlfriend. What? Huh? She's not? Lisa said so. What? Just a joke. Don't get mad, Moonscum. I glared at him. Serrault's shoulders just shook with his laughter. From there, he looked at Hagana, he waved, smiling until his head slightly. What's with this friendliness? Meanwhile, Hagana seemed to get shyer. She was stiffly guarded when confronted with that friendliness. However, her line of sight was directed at Serrault's head. It wasn't so much that she was shy. Perhaps she was just afraid of afros. So, Lisa said to come here. Yeah, I heard you're looking for a programmer. Programmer? I'm not sure if that's what you want. You don't know? What's the deal? Well, Lisa did say she didn't really get it either. Yeah. I was searching for the right words to explain when Serrault continued to speak. Your face looks quite a bit better than it used to. Yeah, just a few days they change. Kids are amazing things. What's with you? Looking for a fight? Chill out. After all, Lisa's really kind. Hey, did you already use her lap for a pillow? What? finished myself sleeping, resting my head on Lisa's lap. It wasn't a bad thing. But wait, Lisa took care of this guy too. This guy, together with Lisa? Lisa's lap. It makes a great pillow, right? How about you, Missy? Did you try it yet? When Sorrel spoke to her with a smile, Hagana pulled back and tucked her jaw in slightly like she was weary. But eventually she nodded. Eh? You're the only one who hasn't. Well, not like it would matter anyhow. Nope, not really. But, well, it would have been nice if it were with Earth's gravity. I'm sure with gravity's pull, I'll soften and pliant. Hey, calm down, Earth Dog. When I threatened him, Sorrel's shoulders shook with laughter. Calm down, I'll get your turn eventually. I'm not talking about that. Alright, don't shout. You want a program? If it's not something messy, I'll give you a good price. What's that? What, you wanted a program, right? Let's get fed up with this and shot back. What, you're going to do it? Yep, that's right. Got a problem? But I had trouble answering him now, looked at me. This person isn't Emmanuel Sorrelt? That's me, Missy. Missy? Hagana asked angrily. Sorrelt also shrunk back in jest. May I please have your name? Hagana. Sorrel nodded and seemed to place some significance in her name, but didn't say anything further. He probably knew that she ran away from him like I did. Hagana is a strange name. There will be more than one person with it. So I'm Sorrelt. What do you require of me, Hagana? I want a program from you. Let's get straight to the point. What kind of program should I make? A formula related to statistics. If possible, numerical analysis using calculus as well, or something that can run multiple regression analyses just for manipulating a few variables. And she can do Monte Carlo simulations. Whoa, stop there. Yes? What are you saying? The program. When Hagana answered, Sorrel peered at her face. Then looking at me, he shook his head. Something for Lisa's university? It's not. Games that kids play these days. Regression analysis and Monte Carlo simulations appear in them? Apparently the ones I'm playing. Seriously? Sorrel's eyes popped at my answer, but Hagana quickly spilled beans. We're trading stocks. I'm predicting with math. Hal's trained on sentiment. I wasn't wrong. It makes it sound like I was going by luck and gut feeling. At the word stocks, Sorrel looked like he finally got it and nodded repeatedly. I see, so can you do it? Hagana asked. Well, I probably can. Really? Sorrel gave me a puzzled look at my surprise. Did you hear from Lisa? About what? When I questioned back, Sorrel's eyebrows narrowed. Then giving his head a light shake, he spoke. Doesn't matter. It's not really some really crazy kind of math, I can do it. And that Monte Carlo thing? Well, I can probably do that too. Usability-wise, I'll guarantee it'll be better than some random program I can ever do. Really? Of course. He answered Hagana with a smile. However, Hagana's eyes were still on Sorrel's afro, and she was braced as something might jump out of there at her. If it's stocks, there's data, right? What format? Look up the investment contest by Ratzinger Economic Center. You can find the data posted there. And I want to use that to look things up. Huh? Ratzinger. What, you know them? Well, they're famous after all. I know a few people there. Wait, what? Okay, I got it. The things you want in the program, just write it down and send to this email address and I'll do it for you. You can bring your complaints and questions directly here too, since I'm usually in this shop. And if I'm not at the counter, I'm usually in the VIP room in the back. Are you living here or something? Exactly. It was a bit frustrating, but at least the programming issue was going to work out. As for payment, yeah, you can pay me when you make it big. Sorrel gave a sly laugh. Hagana and I both looked at each other for an instant, but since we couldn't waste money, we decided to nod for now and say our thanks. When we returned to the church, Lisa had come back and was making dinner. Welcome home. Did you see Sralt? Yeah. You did? That's good. This is the time to depend on your connections. After speaking, Lisa quickly turned back to the kitchen. But as I looked at her from behind, I recalled that exchange with Sralt. Lap pillow. It wasn't that I absolutely wanted to try it, but I wasn't totally uninterested. When the thought occurred, without knowing it, I was staring. When I noticed Hagana was giving me a curious look, I looked away and went to my room. Lap pillow. How was it? Moving my pillow, I tried a few things. And then, getting fed up with how stupid I was acting, I fell flat on the bed. The next day, there was some movement with that suspicious stock I bought into. The trigger seemed to be that someone went and bought a big order. Right after that, trading in the stock seemed to freeze for a moment. It was like seeing the exact moment the tides turned. The stock that had been hanging around 270 moles rocketed skywards. I immediately placed what were called market orders, not orders specifying the price like buy 1,000 shares at 270 moles, but rather to buy at whatever the going price was at market. I placed the order using up even the entire 5 million moles I had promised Hagana. The margin sellers had piled up over 30 times the daily volume and seemed to have exploded at any moment. That was what a horde of sharp-eyed traders like me flooded in on. At the beginning, there were a number of large sell orders putting up resistance, and the scent of blood from the chance of a short squeeze drew an even bigger crowd. There was a rush of orders and a lag between the situation of the stock on the screen and the real situation started showing up. For moments, the movements would stop, and the price would suddenly jump 4 to 5 moles. They weren't able to keep up server-side. In the real-world markets, if this happened, it would be a one-sided climb afterwards. The guys who sold short and lost would have to buy to cut their losses, and that caused other short sellers to close their balances. In a mere 10 minutes, it was up to 290 moles. The daily movement limit for this stock was 350 moles. It started out at 270 moles on the dot, so it was a 30% increase off of that. Depending on the country, price movement limits might not exist. Even within an exchange, the levels that the limits were set varied among stocks. So I'm not sure how many people actually know about this, but there actually are countries in the real world that do have limits on how much a stock price can fluctuate in one day. So, one example that comes to mind is South Korea. They have, I want to say that there's actually a limit to where the stock can only double in price going upwards. I don't know how it goes downward, if it's can only be cut down to half or what. This came into play, I don't know if you guys remember when Psy sang the song Gangnam Style. He comes from a family of electrical engineers. Their company doubled in stock for like 3 days in a row until they finally hit saturation point just because he was a member of that family, even though he has nothing to do with electrical engineering. Prior to that, I didn't even know this was actually a thing. Depending on the country, price movement limits might not exist. Even within an exchange, the levels that the limits were set varied among stocks. The price on the screen kept climbing and climbing, and in moments 300 was in sight. At 300, there was a glut of sell orders waiting. I don't know if that's glut or glut. One thing you learn from trading is that even though there's no rational reason for it, there's always huge orders waiting around at multiples of 10 or 100. It was a psychological turning point. If it broke through 300, there'd be no bigger breakpoint to speak of. If the sellers were to put up resistance, this was it. There were 46,000 shares of buy orders versus 128,000 shares of sells. Sellers were bigger by 3 to 1, and I still didn't think it would stop. At that moment, I opened up an order to buy on margin. Here it is. This was the first time something spoke to me telling me this was the moment. It was because I glanced at the wall of sell orders, but I took a short breath before resuming trading. There I thrust in 10 million moles, the limit for buying on margin. I could make the excuse to the guy that I had promised not to use margin. Plus, if it profited, she would find out. In any case, at that moment, my order of a bit under 40,000 shares was blazing a trail. Okay, I see what he's trying to say. still awkwardly worded. After that, it was like a fountain spray. Whether that was the sweet wine of victory or a spray of blood, did not where you were standing. Only back the urge to jump up from my chair and shout, I put in a sell order the instant my order went through. The set price was 349 rubles, 5 under the price limit of 354 rubles. I input at 354 rubles because if we went there and there weren't enough buyers, the trade will close before the market did. In that case, there'd be a chance that the demons in the last 10 minutes might kill me. I did put it at 350 rubles because it was a round number. Right now the stock was hitting new highs, so except for people who were caught with short sales, everyone else was taking their profits. If everyone was aiming to take their profits at 350 rubles, a nice round psychological point would be the place where everyone would want to sell. That's why I put in an order for just before that, 349 rubles. Like an old anime spaceship's throttle, the parts of the stock on the screen rushed forward. There's no feeling like watching your position get larger with every breath. That feeling of omnipotence and having made the right decision, that feeling of superiority and having beat out other people. And then, 27 minutes before the end of the morning session, the deal closed at 349 rubles. Profit a bit over 3.6 million rubles. That feeling of your head tingling and your hair standing on end. This was it. That feeling I had long forgotten. I was so happy I couldn't speak, so I took a deep breath. Looking at the rush of buy orders flooding in when the stock hit the daily high limit, I laughed tiredly. Not feeling bad about it, even if it hit the limit again, was the ironclad path to victory. Sarcastically, I made sure I didn't forget to tell myself that. Just as I was looking at the screen, unable to contain my smile, Hagana came into the living room from the hall. She had a suspicious look that said there's a wacko here, but I didn't care. If she had come a bit closer, I might have run over and hugged her. I might get to the point where we definitely win before you start to catch up with your math. I said to Hagana as she went to the bathroom. As she put her hand on the doorknob, she turned around slightly. But you'll give Lisa 50,000 rubles from the prize money, right? Yep. Then that works too. Hagana said that and headed to the bathroom. I thought she'd be a bit more competitive and annoyed at my success, but she didn't seem that way at all. I was a bit disappointed and returned my eyes to the screen. Oh? Did it go that well? Lisa appeared in from the hallway leading to the church. She had a triangle of cloth on her head and a mask on, apparently for cleaning. I turned around and Lisa took her mask off to reveal a knowing smile. Shut up. Things went well and you won praise. How honest of you. Lisa was really sharp-eyed. I held my head in front of the computer. Anyway, I wonder if I should cut things off here. What were you doing all morning? Big house cleaning. It's that time of the year? Nope, but this is about all I can do after all. What? When I asked her out of confusion, Lisa took the cloth from her head and took off her gloves. She then threw them behind her and came to the living room in relief. I can't be of any direct help to either you or Hagana. In that case, I can be of use keeping this place clean. Just being in a clean place can give power. I don't really get it, but... I said as I turned back to the screen. It's better than it being dirty. Right? And, well, besides that, having delicious food and clean clothes. Oh, and hell, you're always popping your neck and shoulders. Should I give you a massage? Lisa wiggled her long, thin fingers as she spoke. For some reason, she was hunched over like a witch trying to scare children. What was she up to? I don't need that. Oh, getting a massage from a young woman like me isn't something that happens every day, you know. You shouldn't be the one saying that. Oh. Lisa laughed theatrically and went to the sink. As I watched her back, I thought in my heart, if it were a lap pillow, and then I sighed. The next day there wasn't anything particularly of note. I was still profiting at a good pace, and in the end I managed to move the amount I could control to 10 million rubles by the end of the week. Essentially, I earned more than 5 million rubles. By doubling in a week, if that kept happening, I'd be able to gather the entire wealth of humanity. But that definitely wasn't going to continue. Still, I had managed a pretty hefty return with 5 million rubles. The volatility of the market was big, so just by using that, the profits had been large. Mr. Cho should slow down in the last half of the week. After a reversal, he had settled at 47.8 million moles. The distant second place with 31 million moles had already stopped trading. At this rate, getting second was definitely realistic. If I could get into second place, that 50,000 moles would go straight to Lisa, and I'd be headhunted by Schrödinger Street and leave this place. Giving something back to the place that took care of me before moving on to bigger things. That didn't sound bad. Jokes aside, it might be possible to get there without Hagana. I thought that, but it was obvious that if I started treating Hagana like dead weight, it'd cause trouble. Lisa probably wouldn't like that, and Hagana was holed up in a room doing whatever she does. Going back and forth with that Afro Seralt, apparently she had already received the program. Man, that was really fast. And so Sunday, the day of rest for us warriors, came. I was staring into space while eating breakfast, and while the laptop was at least on, I was so out of it that Lisa was laughing. Hagana had finished eating her toast and was drinking her hot milk when she put her cup down and spoke. I was backtesting the program and... Huh? That was all I could say to those sudden words. And so... I don't know whether I'm using it wrong or if the program is wrong. The numbers are insane. We mailed back and forth a lot and still can't figure it out. Uh-huh. And so... I looked at Hagana and she kept staring at her cup. What's going on? When I hesitated, Lisa, who had been watching things behind Hagana, tried to signal something to me over her shoulder. And then I finally understood. Ah, you want to go to the Big Bull Cafe? Hagana looked up. Yes. I'd say so. Hagana's lips formed a thin line. At least remember how to get there. As I said that, I was pulling up the map on the laptop. Lisa glared at me from behind Hagana. At the same time, Hagana was in her own mind looking down at the table with no expression. There was something she wanted to say but couldn't. Looking between Lisa and Hagana a few times, my dulled wits found their ways to the correct answer. Or do you want to go together? When I asked, Hagana jumped a little and then looked at me slowly. Please. Hagana said that one thing clearly, and Lisa shook her head and went back to washing. When we went to the Big Bull Cafe, Hagana seemed afraid of Seralt's head. And it could just be that she was afraid of Seralt himself. Even if she weren't afraid, she probably wasn't comfortable with unfamiliar people. Hagana was strong-willed, but oddly in weak places. Oddly weak in places. I wouldn't be surprised if outside she was a timid little miss. The sooner the better. I want to be in time for Monday. Alright. I gulped down my last ham and eggs and shut down the computer. Is that guy even awake at this time? No one had an answer to my muttering. Sunday mornings have a special air about them. On weekdays, the atmosphere of the city was very active, possibly due to the many people working. However, on days off, everything was somehow more relaxed and calm. There were also fewer people on the street, so the air felt refreshing. As always, along the way, I would look at things on the street and wonder what companies they came from. Because of that, once in a while I'd wind up being some distance from Hagana, but this time she didn't complain or glare at me. When I slowed down, she stopped and looked around aimlessly as she waited for me, and then we'd walk off again. While doing this constantly, we came to the Big Bull Cafe. When we entered, we found a large man who totally suited the name of the place sitting on the counter, reading an e-magazine board. He glanced our way sharply. Welcome. Hagana completely froze and stood dead center at the automatic door. Is Seralt around? Boss? He's the far back, room number 2. Thanks. The ox-like guy gave a gruff nod and went back to his magazine. I turned around to the still frozen Hagana and motioned for her to move to the back. However, she didn't even move when I started walking out, so I took Hagana's hand and pulled her along. The ox was glancing between us at his magazine, but in the end I got the feeling he was smiling. You're not scared? As I walked through the narrow maze of walls, Hagana spoke. You seem like a bad person. Bad? Well, if he wasn't a banker. Hagana seemed to have trouble coming with a response to that, but her expression was serious. Just train up your body, and most people won't see that scary. How? You've trained? You didn't see me trash that Toyama guy? Most adults around here I can easily beat. Let's see. Then Hagana nodded. I thought about saying something, but decided not to. I had a feeling that being afraid of big men wasn't just due to a single defendant's strength, some other reason. And if she had to come here of all places, she would have come by herself if she were able to. And so, I guess number 2 is here. At the far end of the place, there were 2 rooms. The number 1 and number 2 rooms cost 3 times as much as the other booths. You awake? I knocked on the door. The place was quiet, so I couldn't shout. Despite knocking a few times, there was no answer, so I opened the door gently. There was some kind of movie playing silently on the computer screen. Did he have headphones on and couldn't hear? Immediately, I shut the door. What happened? Hagana asked, looking at me. I replied somewhat hurriedly. Can you go over there for a bit? Why? Just do it. Hagana didn't look very happy, but she eventually went. Reluctantly, she went down the hall about 3 steps. Hagana's brows furrowed, but she did go back another 2 steps. I nodded, opened the door, and went in. Inside the booth, there were silent porn videos playing all over the screen. Hey. I poked at Sorrel's head as he slept on the sofa. Soon Sorrel woke up and looked at me sleepily. Uh-oh. Well, he made remumbled sounds, then he yawned wide. He was a tall guy, so even though he was lying on the sofa, his legs below the knee were sticking out. It would have been better to go home than sleep in a place like this. Sorrel was yawning, I cut power to the screens. I had just seen a girl about Lisa's age in inappropriate attire in front of a deep space background doing inappropriate things. Don't doze off with all your porn on. Oh, not to your taste? That series has pretty lovely girls in it. All naked except for some space gear. Ain't it great? I'm not talking about that. Then what? Oh, you want something like Little Miss Hagana? Well, it's not like it doesn't exist, but you're going to get arrested, huh? Hey, I'm seriously going to kill you. I got it, don't get all worked up. I grabbed Sorrel's lapel and was squeezing, but Sorrel was unfazed. Getting worked up looked stupid, so I let go. Sorrel scratched his head and laughed crudely. And what did you want? Jeez, Hagana wants something from you. Huh? She's here? Sorrel was surprised and adjusted his clothing quickly. There was so much to fix, he was clutching his hair. She's waiting right outside. I opened the door and there was porn playing. Well then tell me, she's going to think I'm some kind of creep. Like I care. She's here about the program. She's here about how the program wasn't working right. Oh, she said something about that in emails. I'm going to call her in. Yeah, I'm good. Facing a small mirror on the wall, he was turning his face to the left and right, messing with the big mass on his head. When I poked my head out of the room, a bored Hagana looked my way. She clearly seemed relieved, but her eyes were also a bit stern, and she seemed kind of sullen at being left out. It's okay? Yeah, the gentleman's done with the preparations. I see. When I pulled back from the booth, Hagana stepped in somewhat hesitantly. It wasn't like she'd never seen anything like it before, but it was so different from Lisa's church, it probably made her uneasy. Hey, Miss Hagana. Hagana just nodded at Sorrel's greeting. Sorrel spun in the chair in front of the computer around and smiled, inviting her to sit down. Hagana hesitantly sat herself down on it. There are any issues with the program? Yes. If I'm setting the time period for the statistics calculations, an error comes up, for example. As if a switch had flipped in her, Hagana took out her terminal and started explaining. I listened, but had no idea what was going on. It sounded like magic spells to me. There didn't seem to be any need for me. It was cramped with 3 people, so I put my hand on the door and made to leave. Hagana stopped her explanation that instant. Huh? When I turned around, our eyes met. She had on this defenseless face that said, "You're going to leave?" My heart jumped and I froze. But I didn't want Sorrel to notice, so I quietly slumped my shoulders, took my hand off the door reluctantly, and leaned lightly on the desk. Hagana watched worriedly, then resumed her explanation. It all happened in the space of a second. Sorrel was frowning at Hagana's question, so it didn't seem like he noticed. Hagana started conversing with Sorrel again. While I watched them, I struggled to calm the beating of my heart. True, this cramped, messy place would be scary to be left alone in, even for a girl like Hagana. What surprised me was Hagana's defenseless face. I was struck by the strong protective urge that was strongly moved to defend her. I never relied on myself this much. Leaning against the table, I thought it didn't feel that bad. I see, then it's gotta be... Sorrel was muttering as Hagana spoke. Sorrel spoke suddenly while Hagana was speaking. Should you want, you can play games there, and you can connect to the net here. You can use it to kill some time since this will take a while. Yeah. Since he offered, I went around the table and looked at the stuff scattered there. At the same time, Sorrel turned back to Hagana and spoke seriously. Oh, Hagana, you really stimulate my intellectual curiosity. I may look like this, but I like tough problems. It makes it worth doing. My sticker just listening to that from this side. Really? Yeah, I was an engineering student, you know. I think that I'd be able to talk math with a girl like you. I see. It was obviously flattering, but while Hagana was slightly hesitant and looked down, she didn't look unhappy about it. No doubt it was fun to have someone to talk with on her favorite subject. Lisa's had her just from stock, so she couldn't do it, and her students were her students, and not in the right position for that kind of chatter. So that would mean that Sorrel was quite intelligent in his own right. Is that true? I like people who come to this shop for dirty rats like this guy. I'd love it if you came more. Hey, what's with dirty? Well, it's the truth. A bunch of complaints came in that there's a smell. Yes, foul smell. See? Sorrel laughed and Hagana agreed. Damn. If it's the truth, then no helping her. I gave him retorting and fled to games. Powering up the display, I went to stick the memory card for the game in the machine and stuck my head under the table. That instant, Sorrel jumped up from the sofa, his mouth working silently. Looking in from under the desk, I wondered what the heck he was up to. Then, when Sorrel's hand moved past Hagana and made motions on the screen, I remembered that he had left porn running. What's wrong? Hagana asked Sorrel. Sorrel looked at her. Hagana twisted and made a turn this way. Game over. That's the face that Sorrel had on. At that moment, I forcibly yanked the cables near my hand. Bzz. With a whine, the computer itself shut down. By the time Hagana turned around, there shouldn't be anything on the screen. What's going on? Hagana's eyes went from the screen back to us. Oh, I pulled the wrong plug. Yeah, it's all right. Sorrel played along. Really? Phew. Yeah, don't worry about it. Hell, thank God. Thank God. While Sorrel and I exchanged words, Hagana had tilted her head, excluding question marks the entire time. It ended up being afternoon by the time we left the Big Bull Cafe. Starting from Hagana and Sorrel's talks, they made adjustments to the program right there, and so it took extra time. Even so, according to Sorrel's boasting, he was about the only person who could work that quickly. Yeah, that was very impressive turnaround time for a program. I didn't know how true that was, but he certainly typed fast. At first, I was wondering whether he was just slapping keys to show off in front of Hagana. Ultimately, the issues Hagana mentioned seemed fixed, and she put in some numbers, looked at the results, and nodded in satisfaction. It was just that by the time we left the Big Bull Cafe, the only thing on my mind was lunch. Hey. I turned spoke, Hagana was putting her terminal with the first complete program carefully in her bag. You go on back alone. Why? I'm going to eat something around here. I wouldn't be able to last until the church. While they were programming, Sorrelt had graciously offered to get some pizza, but Hagana turned him down. Apparently Lisa would have some food prepared at the church when we got back. However, if I kept pace with Hagana from here, it'd take 30 minutes. I could say that I wouldn't starve along the way. You do know the way back, right? As we went down the narrow stairs, at the landing between the stairs, Hagana stopped and stood there. What? When I stopped and asked, Hagana lifted her head up and spoke. I'll do the same. After a moment's surprise, I spoke. There's food at the church, though, and I plan on eating that too, you know. Hagana never ate all that much. Hagana's eyes looked surprised at my words, but soon her expression tightened as she spoke with a glare. There's no food at the church. What? Now I'm the one with questions. That was because heavy food at the church was the reason that she used to turn down Sorrelt's offer of pizza down. Lisa was going to make something before she went off to her part-time job. She didn't. My brain was having trouble working from hunger, so I couldn't see why. Did she want to eat alone with me? I was half-jokingly thinking of that silly idea when it struck me. You're that afraid of Sorrelt? When I said it while laughing, she shrank down visibly. That was it. Oh well, his head does have a powerful presence. Hagana was looking away unhappily after being found out, but she looked at me after I spoke, then nodded. I don't like men, she whispered. You know I'm a man too, right? When I asked, she looked down the stairs at me and spoke clearly. Aren't you a kid? I see. My face froze a bit at that, but when Hagana finished speaking, she regained her composure and quietly went down the stairs like she normally did. When she came right in front of me, she spoke. So, where are we eating? Take me there now. I slumped my shoulders and was about to start walking. Being treated like a kid by a girl shorter than myself and getting pissed at it. I guess I was still a kid. While mulling over that, I suddenly had an idea. Oh, right. What? Around this time on Sundays, Chris might be around. Chris? Hagana spoke warily as she looked at me. Hal, you have something you need from Chris? And this time on Sundays, Chris is around the tunnels, right? Well, that's true. Well then, why don't we get some rolls of bread and eat it there? It's good after all. I like it there. Hagana kept looking at me warily. It's been like a mother cat protecting a kitten. Chris was certainly a bit clueless, so I could understand why. I see. After silently considering what my words meant, Hagana nodded. Then that's fine. Great. Now let's get supplies. Do you have money? When I asked, Hagana tightened her brows unhappily and looked at me. I've got some from Lisa. Don't get so angry. I'm not angry. Well, it's fine. If there isn't enough, I'll pay. Hagana was about to reply immediately with something, but I kept talking. Last time you were haggling for me, right? That was apparently her trying to thank me, and repaying thanks with gratitude was a bit strange, but considering what I heard in front of the clothing shop, I thought this was about the best way. Hagana's face said that she wanted to say something, but apparently she couldn't find the words. Looking away with her poker face on, she nodded. Ah. At my voice, her eyes turned back to me. Don't try to force the price down. Hagana looked sad for an instant, but gradually turned away more annoyed. But she didn't kick my leg. Okay. Instead, surprisingly, she agreed with a nod. Hagana and I went to a nearby bakery and each bought some rolls and drinks. We then went to the tunnel for the 6th Ladder District. Obviously, it was wonderful weather again today, and gazing leisurely at the scenery while eating was nice. I suggested we eat with Chris because it was too embarrassing to just eat with Hagana, but Chris was nowhere to be found. Oh well, eventually she'll come. I couldn't wait to go to the church to eat, and I couldn't really tell Hagana to go home first. Setting my bag on my back, I jumped at the tree like I normally did, kicking it with my foot and landing on top of the tunnel. Oh well, let's eat. I I sat down impatiently and prepared to dig into the sandwich wrapped in recycled paper. What stopped me was how Hagana was looking up angrily from the middle of the street. I can't get up. Come to think of it, Hagana had totally gotten used to the lunar gravity and thus had a weak body. It was annoying, but I couldn't just ignore her. I jumped down from the tunnel, sandwich in hand, and took a big bite. Your things. Hagana came over and held out her bag of food. Your bag, too. She hesitated, but reluctantly gave it to me. I took those things in my other hand. While I was at it, took another bite of my sandwich. Now, sit on my left arm. Huh? Come on. I knelt down and took another bite of the sandwich in my right hand. I held my left arm out like a tree branch while holding her bag. I looked at my arm twice thoroughly, and finally, after realizing I meant it, sat down on my arm. Getting close to her, I could tell she was a bit dusty, but her sweet scent tickled my nose. Grab onto my head or whatever, but don't strangle me. What are you? Before she could finish, I stood up. Hagana stopped talking and clutched at my head reflexively. And... Of course, I couldn't use the tree to jump up, so I took a longer route. I headed to the cliff face and jumped from the tree root to another rock, to a rock, to another root, and to a branch. After that, I finally landed on the top of the tunnel exit. At every jump, Hagana was making a tiny scream-like noise. She wasn't choking me because she was clumsily grabbing my head enough to crush it. Her ring finger and middle finger were about to go off my nose. Thanks to her holding on so tightly, the area behind my left ear felt slim and soft. It looked like there was nothing there, but apparently there was. Hey, how long do you plan on grabbing on? When I spoke, Hagana finally came to herself. The way she suddenly let go, she apparently had forgotten that she was sitting on my arm. What? She lost her balance and was about to fall backwards. Sighing to myself, I held the sandwich from my right hand in my mouth and reached out to pull her back. You just got no sense of coordination, do you? I can't say I do. With her hair still in disarray, Hagana spoke wearily. Here, your bread and bag. Taking her things from my hand, Hagana fixed her hair with her hands. And then, when she looked up, she was suddenly taken in by the scenery. Amazing. Standing at the top of the tunnel, she murmured, apparently forgetting about her hair. Feeling a bit proud, I sat down and went at the sandwich. This is the best view that I know, plus there's no one around. Do you always eat here? Apparently she finally came back from admiring the view. She was looking down at me when she asked. Nope, once in a while I'd come. You can see Newton City from here after all, and it's great for thinking. I kind of looked once more at the scenery, squinted and nodded slowly. Chris said that she'd think about problems here often. Too bad you can't get up here. At that, Hagana's lips tightened. And after finally sitting down, she spoke. We should have brought chairs. How tacky. It's more logical. It sounded a bit like she was just being petty, but it also sounded like she was serious. And since it's Hagana, I wouldn't put it past her to try to bring a ladder up here. Just imagine that, I chuckled. But... as I was about to put some vegetables that fell on my sandwich in my mouth, Hagana spoke. It's a wonderful view. It was like she was praising me, so I was happy, but it was also embarrassing. The third floor of the church isn't bad either. So I said that and Hagana turned around and answered. The view here is totally different. Well, that was obvious. Plus, it reminds me of another view I know. When I asked back, she was looking at the view with distant eyes. Her face didn't have the usual sharpness to it. But it also wasn't a peaceful one. Homesickness. When that word occurred to me, Hagana's eyes had returned to her sandwich. Anyway, I want to ask you something. What? I couldn't say that I'd been taken in by her face, so I came to myself and replied hurriedly. What is it? About the contest. Yeah, what is it? kept going to ask a question. Even when I asked again, she didn't try to speak. She kept looking at her sandwich. She even ignored my pressing, so I knew she was thinking about her question. About the prize money. What she finally said was direct. Yeah. You're really going to split it with Lisa? Asking even though we've already come this far, in the end she came back to that. I answered while looking some mustard off my fingers. If it's under 50,000 moles, everything. If it's 200,000 moles, then maybe half of what's left after the 50,000, I guess. Really? You don't trust me that much? I wasn't angry, but asked back, and Hagana looked away meekly. And then she looked up, and then looked at me meekly. Even if my program doesn't work? Hagana's black eyes were looking at me steadily. I couldn't laugh about her being a worried ward. Hagana was practically making fun of herself, saying that her math would be useless in the real world. Well, if possible, I hope it'd be useful. But, well, Lisa did take me in after all. Plus, if I managed to get into the ranks of the prize money, headhunters would come. If anything, that was my goal. If I could leave the church on good terms, a few 100,000 moles is worth it. Plus, we still don't know for sure whether he'd be of use or not. When I spoke, Hagana was seriously looking at me with an unexpected expression. Then, slowly lowering her eyes, she nodded. I want to be useful. Hagana spoke clearly. Just once. When I spoke, Hagana suddenly raised her head. And when she saw that I had on a smirk, her brows furrowed almost audibly and glared at me. I'm joking. Shut up. Surprisingly, she came back with a childish retort and my mood got even better. But anyone, not just Hagana, would have hated not being useful. I just looked at the wide scene before us and spoke. Well, hopefully it'll work out. Hagana had been nibbling quietly on her sandwich, but I felt her eyes look up. She also looked at the view and nodded slowly. The world seemed to be enjoying itself peacefully. I hoped that the people who crossed paths with me could do the same. A short while before, I only thought about gambling, and thinking about this stuff was out of character. If I could get first in the contest, I'd get a prize of 200,000 moles and also be headhunted by Schrödinger Street. Just thinking about that would make me uneasy with excitement. Honestly speaking, I was hoping that Hagana's program would be useful. However, I've never had luck with that kind of investing magic, and I didn't know its real value. I finished eating the last of my sandwich and lay back. A little bit later, there was the sound of steps on the rocks, and Chris appeared carrying lots of stuff.